Hey everyone, this is Gary House, Cooking Everything Outdoors. Today we're making Gorgonzola spinach chicken rolls on cedar planks. All of this on the Cooking Everything Outdoors show. Gary House, the Outdoor Cook, Cooking Everything Outdoors show. I hope you try this at home. So let's talk about our planks first. Now, these planks I received from Nature's Choice. They're all cedar planks prepared especially for grilling. They come in various sizes. And the size that I'm going to be using today is a 16-inch cedar plank, which I find is going to be perfect for these recipes. And this is about a half an inch thick. Now, what I did is I've soaked these overnight, and I've just taken a few planks and I just put them in plain water. You can soak them in beer, wine, apple juice, or whatever you want. But for simplicity of this recipe, we're just going to be using water. And I just weighted them down with a brick. So this is what we have. We have a soaked cedar plank, and this is what we're going to be using. The first thing we have to do is preheat our grill. Now, I've showed you this before, but what I want you to do is turn your propane tank on just a quarter turn, just barely opening it up. And then I want you to open up the lid, and the pressure will build up. Turn on your burner, light it. The other one's lit. And once that gas is flowing in there and they're lit, then I want you to take your tank and open it up all the way. That way we get the proper pressure for a propane gas grill. Close the lid. Let's let this preheat. So let's go over our ingredients. First thing, we're going to have 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Now what I did with this is I just simply cut it in half and I pounded them flat so they're an even thickness. And you've seen me do that before. Salt and pepper, a full teaspoon of dried basil, and a full teaspoon of dried thyme. I have 7 ounces of good Gorgonzola crumbled cheese. What I have here is about 15-20 large spinach leaves washed and dried. This is 7 ounces of roasted sliced red bell pepper. 4 slices of bacon that I've already pre-cooked and just broken half. About a quarter cup of balsamic vinegar. We're going to need some extra virgin olive oil and then some string to tie up our chicken when we roll it. So our grill is preheated. I'm going to turn it down to about medium because we're going to be basically baking, if you will, at about 350 degrees. Now I want to take my cedar plank in the cooking side, which on these is the smooth side. I'm going to put that in my grill to start preheating this and sterilizing that side. While that's heating up, we're going to prepare our chicken. To prepare our chicken, it's really simple. We're just going to take a little bit of our salt and pepper, sprinkle it on there. This is kosher salt. A little bit on that. Take our thyme and basil. Drizzle a little bit on that side. Flip it over. Same thing. Flip it back over. And then we're going to add our other ingredients, which in this case is going to be some wonderful aged Gorgonzola. A little bit of that in there. Put 2 bacon strips. Gotta love bacon. Spinach leaves, 3 or 4. Or 5. Roasted red peppers, several of those in there. And then we're just going to drizzle it with a little bit of balsamic vinegar. just so we have enough coated on there. Now we need to take a couple lengths of our string, probably no more than 12 inches. And you'll need two. If you don't want to do string, certainly you could use toothpicks. And I know they even have baking rubber bands out there now, though I haven't tried those. Perhaps those work. If they do, let me know. I'd appreciate that. So let's just take our string, and then we're going to roll this up nicely, just like that. Take a string, slide it under there, and give that a good tie. It's just to hold it together. No aesthetics. And I'll trim the strings off a little bit. This is cotton string, if I didn't mention that. Okay, one down, 3 to go. So our plank's been heated up and basically sterilized. It's ready to go. What I like to do is drizzle a little bit of oil on the surface, and it's hot, so be careful, but just kind of spread it around as best you can because it's screaming hot. And then we're going to take our chicken and we're going to very carefully fit 4 of these on this plank. Now, seam side down, just like that. I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of olive oil over the top. Now before I put these in the grill, I want to make sure that I can take the temperature properly. There's 2 ways of doing this. You can use an instant read thermometer and check it during the cook, or you can insert a thermometer probe. And the tricky part is this is a rolled chicken, so you need to make sure you get it into the chicken meat, but you can insert it in to where you feel the chicken meat, and then you can connect that to a wireless thermometer such as the iGrill that pairs up with my iPhone and my iPad, which I like to use. So my grill is at about 425. Need to cool that down a little bit. I only have the 2, and this one the burners run lengthwise. I only have 2 of those on. So I'm going to take my chicken, Gorgonzola spinach chicken rolls, on a cedar plank and place it right in the middle. I'm going to run my probe for my wireless thermometer off to the side. I will pair that up so that I can monitor that temperature. Let's close this up. And I'm estimating about 30-35 minutes. When grilling with cedar planks, there's 2 safety rules that you absolutely need to follow. Number 1, make sure you stand by your grill at all times in case there's any flare-ups. And number 2, make sure you have a bottle of water close by to where you can extinguish any flare-ups that might happen. Be safe, be smart. No flare-ups. As I'm watching the temperatures on these Gorgonzola spinach chicken rolls, notice that some of them are cooking a little faster than others. So when you have that, what you want to do is basically just pull the one that's done off. And because I'm going to be presenting it on a cedar plank, I want to place it on a cedar plank. And these are just about ready to go. I've only got a couple minutes according to my iGrill thermometer left on these, and I'm going to pull them all off and we're going to serve them up. So we're ready to go. I'm going to pull the rest of these off. My thermometer off of there. I'll plate these up on a clean cedar plank for presentation. Oh my gosh, if you could just smell the Gorgonzola cheese in the herbs, you would just die for this. So there we are. We have our Gorgonzola spinach chicken rolls cooked on a cedar plank. And frankly, it doesn't get better smelling than that. Hey, this is Gary House, and I just want to take a second to thank you for watching the show. I also want to give a big shout out to my sponsors, Outdoor Cooking at Camp Chef and Island Grillstone at islandgrillstone.com. Make sure you stop by and visit them. Say thanks for sponsoring this show. Also, I want you to swing by and visit me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, iTunes, YouTube, Pinterest, and of course, cooking-outdoors.com. Take care, and thanks a lot.